Hello everyone, I am Dr. Simran Jethwani, the Growth and Marketing Specialist at the Founder's Office of Odigio Careers. And I welcome you all to the fourth episode of Non-Clinical Jobs Decoded. And today we have one of our successfully placed past clients, Dr. Arushi, with us, who will give us some insights about her journey of transitioning from clinical sector to the non-clinical sector. And I won't be able to do much of justice to her introduction. So yes, I would like you to introduce yourself, ma'am.
Hi everyone. My name is Dr. Arushi Trehan. I am a dentist and also SEO content writer and organic marketer. Today, we'll be diving into my unconventional career shift, the world of organic marketing, and the strategies that keep all of our audiences engaged in the competitive digital landscape. Um, so yeah, this is
Yeah,
pretty much it.
yeah, great. So moving forward, could you please provide some insights on your transitioning journey from the clinical sector to the non-clinical sector?
Okay, so when I moved from dentistry to non-clinical sector, or you can say organic marketing, it felt like stepping into a completely new world. But honestly, the skills that I developed during my clinical practice, like attention to detail, empathy, and problem solving, have been a huge asset for me. Dentistry taught me how to connect with patients on a personal level, which now
Hmm.
helps me understand audience behavior and create content that resonates. And the most exciting part about it is, seeing my work impact businesses and reach people globally, something I couldn't do confined to a clinic.
Yeah, right. So that's what when we are dentists and we start working into the clinical sector, we just keep working into the four walls. And when we come into the non-clinical domain, we see a wider picture and how our work impacts to the say the healthcare sector or the healthcare industry and so on. So yeah. So moving forward, how would you describe organic marketing to someone who's very unfamiliar with it?
Organic marketing is like, you can say, planting a garden. Like, you nurture it with quality content, SEO, which is called as search engine optimization, and genuine engagement instead of paying for quick results.
Mhm.
Over the time, like in organic marketing, over the time you build trust, loyalty, and an audience that is genuinely interested in your brand. It's all about earning your audience rather than buying it, which makes it feel more authentic.
Yeah, right. So you actually put in light to my next question, but if you have something else in your mind, I would still like to ask, what is organic marketing and how does it differ from paid marketing?
Okay, I think organic marketing as the long game, it's about creating value, like blogs, social media posts, video that naturally attracts people to your brand. Paid
Mhm.
marketing, on the other hand, is like taking a shortcut. You pay to get instant visibility through ads. Both have their place, but organic marketing builds a lasting relationship with your audience, while paid marketing can be more transactional.
So we can say it this way that in organic marketing, we actually try uh, putting up stuff in what audience is actually interested in rather than paying for it and putting
Yeah, we
some.
actually, cater to the needs of the audience. We actually dive deeper into the needs, and we do a lot of research, and we really want to help the community. Maybe that is
Hmm.
why. I'm not saying that paid marketing is wrong, but yeah, I mean, like, organic marketing is something different.
Yeah, it differs from like person to person. It is their choice and what they opt for. Yeah, right. Understood. So moving forward, what are the roles and responsibilities of organic marketing?
Okay, as an organic marketer, I wear my hats. My day could involve optimizing websites for search engines, brainstorming content ideas, analyzing data to improve performance, or
Hmm.
engaging
Hmm.
audiences on social media. The goal is to create meaningful connections while ensuring the content is discoverable and also aligns with what people are searching for.
Great, great. So when we think about the roles and responsibilities, there would also be some key factor into it. Like what is that key factor for someone to become a successful organic marketer?
Okay, so the most important key factor is consistency. And
Mm,
it is not just about organic marketing. Consistency is required in all aspects of life, right? And also on top of that, you should have a good subject knowledge.
mm,
Sorry. So, you need to be thorough with what you are doing and on what, आप किसके ऊपर you're basing your study. So whether
mm,
you're posting blogs or engaging on social media, showing up regularly builds trust and keeps you top of mind. But it's not
mhm.
just about being consistent. It's about delivering value every single time.
So that's what we can say it that way that uh, maintaining our quality is much better than keeping up the quantity also. Both the ways we
Yeah,
need to balance quantity and the quality sideways.
you need to also understand your audience. You need to build that connect. You need to understand what people are looking for, because I have seen a lot of blogs or pages or whatever you like. Sometimes they just put random information. They'll just
Hmm.
stuff it with information which I don't think that in the world is so fast pacing. I don't think किसी के पास इतना time है लंबे लंबे paragraphs lines पढ़ने का. So I
Agree.
believe that you need to make it very crisp. You need to connect with your audience. You need to be very thorough with what you're doing in organic marketing.
So I also remember one time we were having this conversation about readability, and
Yeah.
that time it was that thing that you can't be putting everything into a long paragraph rather than putting into some points to make it readable.
Yeah, if you really want to put all the info, just break it into 2 lines
That,
paragraphs.
hmm. Yeah.
Is one of the hacks that I use. I mean, of course, सभी use करते होंगे, but yeah.
Hmm. Understood. So yeah, moving forward, what does SEO play in organic marketing? What is the role of SEO in organic marketing?
SEO stands for search engine optimization. It is the backbone of organic marketing, to be precise. It is
Mhm.
like the foundation of a strong house. Like it ensures your content is visible to the right audience, and I believe without it, even the best content can go unnoticed. So, some of the SEO practices like keyword search, on page optimization, creating content that matches user intent are just a few
Mhm.
ways, to support organic marketing.
Which social media platform do you think offers the best, like most of the organic marketing?
Right now, if you ask me, Instagram is a fantastic source, for organic engagement, especially with reels. पूरी Gen Z audience, I think, Instagram पे ही है आजकल. And I feel Instagram is a good platform. Apart from this, LinkedIn is unbeatable for professional and B2B content. YouTube is perfect for long form videos. And you know I think Pinterest भी अभी people have started noticing, but I don't think इतना कोई
Pinterest
engage
पे
कर.
आई गेस यूएसए का ऑडियंस ज्यादा एक्टिव नहीं है लाइक कंपेयरिंग इट विथ इंडिया आई गेस वहाँ का
Yeah,
ऑडियंस.
that is what I'm trying to say. इंडिया में इतना नोटिस नहीं किया है लोगों ने. Pinterest इतना यूज नहीं करते हैं. Of course,
हम्म.
everybody uses it for inspo and all, but I don't think कि अभी इतनी awareness आई है in India.
राइट.
Pinterest.
राइट.
Yeah. So
ओके.
the key is to choose platform where your audience hangs out.
Agreed. Agreed. Okay. What are some tips for keeping organic audience engaged?
Engagement boils down to two things, knowing your audience and staying authentic.
Hmm.
So, according to me, few tips would be always respond to comments and messages. It makes people feel valued. Okay. Um, Break the monotony of your content, mix up your content formats like, videos, polls, stories, and blogs. Keep it keep things fresh. And also, for our social media, content creators or somebody who is into videos and all. So I think for them, sharing behind the scenes or personal stories is a great way to humanize your brand, and it also clicks with the audience. So these are the few tips that I can recall right now.
Great, great. So, yeah, moving forward, what is the most impactful strategy you have implemented so far in your journey?
One strategy that worked wonders for me was to keep my blogs, my content very clean and crisp. I noticed that if I write like big paragraphs or big captions, or
Mm-hmm.
it becomes very boring. I'll be very honest. अगर कोई मुझे बड़ा सा ब्लॉग पढ़ने को देगा, या फिर if somebody would ask me कि इंस्टाग्राम का इतना बड़ा कैप्शन पढ़ो, आई विल नेवर रीड इट, आई विल नॉट। वो कितना भी मेरे लिए फ्रूटफुल होगा, मैं नहीं पढ़ूंगी उसको। सो आई फील कि कीपिंग इट वेरी क्रिस्प एंड क्लीन, रीडेबिलिटी अच्छी होनी चाहिए। एंड ऑल्सो creating content hubs, basically grouping related blog posts around a central topic. So it boosted SEO ranking, and also kept readers on the site longer. You want to keep your reader in the loop. You don't want, like, if somebody has come to your website, you really don't want them to go outside of it, before they get all their answers or whatever they're looking for. So all these strategies, they kept the readers on site longer, which signaled search engines that the content was valuable.
Understood. Yeah, that
Yeah.
was a great tip, but कोई चुरा ना ले, I guess. ठीक है. Moving forward, what are two of your favorite things you like about your job?
Okay. So one would be creativity. Okay. Uh, I love brainstorming new ways to engage audience. Second is the sense of achievement when I see the results, like a piece of content ranking or a social media campaign resonating with people. And again, since this is a work from home, so I love the flexibility that it gives. So yeah, these are the three
Obviously,
things that I.
agree. Okay. So when we think about the most favorite parts, we also think about the challenges. So what are those challenging parts you face in your job role?
The one of the most challenging thing that I feel is staying on top of ever changing algorithms. I mean, like, I'm not saying that I'm into this game for a since a long time, but मुझे algorithms बहुत मुश्किल से समझ आते हैं. It feels like, for me, algorithms are like mood swings. I mean, you get a hold of thing, and then shift okay, and you
Hmm.
get to know something different. So whether it's Google or Instagram, the rules keep shifting. So the other is balancing creativity with strategy. Sometimes what's fun to create isn't always what performs well. So these are the two things.
But okay, with that also we keep on growing. Like वो भी हम ढूंढते ढूंढते तो एक्सपांड कर ही लेते हैं और हम काफी कुछ इंटरेस्टिंग और एड अप भी कर ही लेते हैं स्किल से. तो फिर उस वे
Yeah.
से.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you're right. I mean, after you discover new rules and all, algorithm, always never fails to disappoint, amaze you.
Exactly.
So,
Okay. So yes, moving forward, what is the scope of growth in this field?
I think digital marketing space is, exploding. Roles like content strategist, SEO manager, or even starting your own agency are all
Mhm.
within reach. Plus, with AI and analytics evolving, the fields offer endless opportunities to innovate.
Yeah, that way because even now, when we explore to the non-clinical jobs, we see most of them related to content writing,
Mhm.
SEO, or
Yeah.
something that way. So yeah, it is expanding, and we can be saying that the scope is really good. Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
Once it is discovered by somebody, I think, people who love to read and write, I mean, they're going to enjoy this stuff.
Yeah, exactly. Okay.
Yes.
So moving forward, what is the average salary one can expect for an entry-level role in this field?
I think for an entry level, entry level roles in SEO or organic marketing, typically it pays, I guess, 2.5 to 4 lakhs annually. I don't have much idea about like, global market, so I won't go there. But yeah, I think in India, 2.5 to 4 lakhs से start रहता है, if I'm not wrong.
Yeah, but even that is a good, like we can say, role to grab. क्योंकि आगे तो we see it is a huge expanding and growth being a good part into this. So yeah, that way it
Yeah.
is good. So also moving forward, this is one of my favorite questions. Well, what did you like about transitioning from the clinical domain to the non-clinical domain?
For me, it like, the biggest win was the flexibility. I can work from anywhere and set my own, and set my own pace. Plus, marketing offers a creative outlet. Uh, it is also rewarding to see the tangible impact of your efforts, whether it's a blog post, driving traffic, or campaign boosting, you know. So I feel these are a few points, but I'm not saying that I don't love my clinical, this thing. I still do, and I might go back to it.
Get back to.
But for now, I'm loving this phase of my life. I have the ease of, learning new things and expanding, my skills. So yeah, I am loving it right now.
Exactly. Okay, great. Great. Okay. Last question. How did you land in the first job role? Like into the first non-clinical job role?
Okay, so it was very random. Okay, like it was quite random. I was just at home preparing for my, exams. And I was like, I am at home sitting. I don't want to ask money from my parents. Let me just apply for the roles. And on link, I started applying for it. I did not have, specific anything specific in mind. So I started applying randomly, and then one fine day I just get a call of for internship as a content writer and publisher. And fun fact, I started as a publisher at my previous company, and then wahan se I got to learn a lot of things and all. And the most interesting part is that me and Anahita were like colleagues there. So Anahita had a big role. She was the one who taught me content writing. So yeah. So after that, so I am currently working with her right now.
I didn't know this. Like you were colleagues previously.
I
That
even I
was
did not know. It was
oh,
like, ah, I mean, I was scrolling on Instagram one fine day, and happened to stumble upon ODGO careers. But I was पहले मुझे नहीं पता था, ओके, एंड बाय दिस टाइम मैंने ज्वाइन कर ली थी अपनी कंपनी जो पुरानी वाली थी. And one day I'm watching this reel and I come to know that Anahita is the founder. Okay. So I was like, yeah, I have this thing. I mean, मुझे ये शक्ल जानी पहचानी सी लग रही है, बिकॉज मुझे सिर्फ एक हफ्ता हुआ था ज्वाइन किया हुआ। तो आई वॉज लाइक, maybe I mean, like, I'm mistaken or something. But then like, company की team meeting में ऐसा होना है, then I was like, what? Then I reached out to her and then I told her, and I also asked कि Anahita, please, like, I'm interested in writing, so आप please मुझे सिखा देना. So yeah, it began वहाँ से, and here I am.
Great journey. Very interesting. Okay. So yeah, this is up with our podcast questions and moving forward to one of my favorite parts, the rapid fire round. For this, I want you to be very spontaneous and the answer should be the first thing coming to your mind after I ask the question. So yes,
Okay,
with the first question going, clinical or non-clinical?
both.
Okay. Where do you find good work-life balance?
Work life balance wise तो फिर non clinical.
Exactly. Where do you find more financial stability?
दोनों में ही मिल सकती है, बट लाइक फॉर, बट क्लिनिकल में थोड़ा टाइम लगता है, नॉन क्लिनिकल में भी। या मैं तो अभी भी स्ट्रगल ही कर रही हूँ। आई हैव नो आंसर टू दिस।
Okay, fine. So, yes, moving forward, clinics or corporate office?
कॉर्पोरेट ऑफिस।
Okay. Clinical rounds or client meetings?
क्लिनिकल व्हाट?
Clinical rounds or client meetings?
क्लिनिकल राउंड यार। क्लाइंट
Okay.
मीटिंग्स।
Na- Okay. Okay. So, yes, the next one would be which has more flexibility. I know the answer, but then still, फिर से.
ओके, सो आई, ऑफ कोर्स यार, नॉन क्लिनिकल हैज मोर फ्लेक्सिबिलिटी बिकॉज यू हैव द ऑप्शन, वर्किंग फ्रॉम होम. आई डोंट थिंक एज अ डॉक्टर यू कैन वर्क फ्रॉम होम.
Exactly. Okay. So, what is the most challenging part? Patient care or content management or content deadline?
Patient care, you are always, you'll always be more concerned about, a living being rather than a content.
Exactly. Exactly. Right. White coats or formals?
White coat.
Yeah, right. We actually I remember I when we were in school from like the people in our generation used to crave for that white coat. Oh, हम white coat पहनेंगे वाली चीज. So yeah, I can relate to that. Okay. So yes, next would be fixed shifts or flexible hours.
Flexible hours.
Okay. Where do you find more job stability?
More job stability. I guess clinical में ज़्यादा रहती है. This is what I believe, like, according to my experience.
Okay, got it. More growth opportunities, clinical or non-clinical?
I think both have growth opportunities, but um, non-clinical में थोड़ा जल्दी हो जाता है as compared to clinical.
Agree. तो वही clinical में we have more of a waiting period and
Yeah.
non-clinical में we do have it, but then we can be growing. उतना ज्यादा
Hmm.
waiting period we can't be saying कि है. Okay.
Right.
So, yeah. So the next question would be, what are the latest trends in organic marketing?
Google is giving a lot of, importance to those Quora and Reddit questions. वो बहुत ज्यादा ही रैंक हो रहे हैं यार. मतलब कोई ब्लॉग्स इतने अच्छे अच्छे लोग लिख रहे हैं, दे आर नॉट रैंकिंग, बट द क्वोरा क्वेश्चंस एंड द रेडिट पे जो कॉन्वर्जेशन रहती है, एक
Mhm.
पर्टिकुलर सब्जेक्ट या टॉपिक पे, दोज थिंग्स आर रैंकिंग अ लॉट दीज डेज.
That I feel that is because Quora is a question answer platform, and rather than people are interested. then short answers. Rather than reading the whole blog, people prefer reading directly to the point, like direct answers,
Okay.
and that we are free. Might be that's why. Okay.
Yeah,
So, hmm.
that is
So
why we
moving for,
advise
hmm.
to keep
Yeah, right.
your content very crisp. Otherwise,
Yeah.
rank नहीं करेंगे.
So, right. Okay. So moving forward, one mistake to avoid in organic marketing.
Don't try to, stuff everything. If you feel that there's a lot of information on that topic, you can maybe make another blog or just, tame it according to yourself. But, avoid keyword stuffing and also avoid, stuffing information एक ही बार में, you know. Follow the algorithm.
Okay, understood. Vlogs or videos? Your preference?
Blog, blogs.
Okay. Okay. How often should you post for organic growth?
I think, you have to be pretty consistent. Like, if you talk to me about like videos and all, so you can do it like initially 2 times a week or something. But like, अगर आप blogs की बात करते हो तो I think post उसमें कोई ऐसे पर्टिकुलर वो नहीं रहता है, टाइम नहीं रहता है, बट या यू नीड टू ऑलवेज कीप अपडेटिंग योर ओल्ड ब्लॉग्स अगर आपके ब्लॉग्स पहले से लिखे हुए हैं तो यू कीप अपडेटिंग देम विद द लेटेस्ट इंफॉर्मेशन सो दैट रैंक करे वो.
Understood. Uh, what is your favorite organic marketing hack?
Hmm. Keyword research, keywords can play a big role, this thing. And also I think images add karna in your make it like visually appealing. I think these are the two things.
Understood. Okay. Long form content or short form content? What is your preference?
Hmm. Short form content.
Okay.
I mean, like, of
I'll.
course, I can write
Hmm.
long form this thing, but अगर आप मुझसे उस perspective में पूछो कि कौन सा ज्यादा चलेगा, तो of course, like,
Hmm.
I don't think ऐसा कुछ है. Long forms भी चलते हैं. It it is very unpredictable, honestly. But yeah, like, short form contents might work better.
That way we can say, जैसे now we were talking about Quora, it is a question answer thing, and people directly want their answers. So in that way, we
Hmm.
can be saying short forms include the essential information, and that's why they can be more
Hmm.
visible to the people. Okay,
Yeah, right.
okay, understood. So the last one, algorithm changes exist, like it is exciting for you or very stressful for you?
It is both exciting and stressful, but also, but like, more stressful for me because first of all, I've still not, gotten a hold of it. Like, कैसे इसको समझना है. I'm still working on it. But,
Hmm.
like the moment if you ask me, it is more stressful than exciting. But yeah, I mean, like, I think I can manage it.
Okay, so you enjoy and you also feel that is challenging. We can say
Yeah,
it that
I
way.
mean, algorithm, as I said, it is just similar to mood swings. You never know कि आपका mood कब change हो जाए. So the same thing is with algorithm. I mean, I don't know what is up with it, but ठीक है. कभी तो
Okay.
exciting बनेगा मेरे लिए. But I'm still like in the process of understanding.
Okay. Yes. So yes, that is it, and we are done with our this session. And thank you so much for doing it with us from your hectic schedule. I know how hectic it goes on every day. I am glad you managed doing this with me, and we had like I feel when people would see this, they would actually get some great insights from this one because I found very new things. I discovered very new things from this. So I guess people would also. Thank you so much
I
for
really
this.
thank you for the opportunity.